All right, happened again. Well, another big green day, $12,273, ridiculous. Tesla and MYO. Now, you know what's funny is with Tesla, I took a $45,000 position. The stock is 900 bucks. I was planning on going up to a $90,000 position. I didn't really want to go higher than that. And even with, $45,000 in the trade, I just couldn't make a lot of money on it because stock is so expensive. Now, you always, of course, have the options, but the option premiums are crazy on Tesla right now. And the spreads are big. So that felt even riskier. So had a nice little trade on Tesla on the breakthrough 900, and then some nice trades on MYO, which as I'm doing this recap right now, is hitting a high of $19.59. It's coming right up to that 200 moving average. We were watching it pre-market on the watch list, which was live streaming right here on YouTube. And that was when it was down at about $8. My first entry was the break of 850, adding as it squeezed up to 9 and riding that momentum on the first breakout of the opening range up to $14.80. It pulls back, bounces off VWAP, I added, and then rode the momentum back up to $17.65. It pulled back again, and at that point I said, you know what? I'm taking my money off the table. I'm calling it a day. And it ripped up to 20 bucks. So awesome momentum. I hope you guys were able to capitalize on it. Post down below if you traded it, how much you made on it. And as always, if you have questions, comments, you can post those as well. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way, when I go live every morning at 9:15 to do my watch list, you can tune in. All right, so hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you first thing tomorrow morning. All right, everyone. So we're going to do our midday market recap here. Go over the trades from this morning. I'm going to finish the day up $12,273.68. Quite a day. I traded Tesla and MYO. Tesla today MYO is currently up 161%. Tesla is up 13%. And you know what's kind of interesting is that my biggest position on MYO, my biggest share size was just under 3,000 shares. And when I took a 3,000 share position, it was down here at, let's see, it was close to the open. It was at like $8. So let's say $9. So that's about a $30,000 position. $30,000 position was probably my biggest dollar position on MYO. On Tesla, 100 shares, buying just 100 shares cost $90,000. I bought 50 shares for $45,000 with the intention of doubling up, but didn't. So a $45,000 position yielded only $285. On Tesla, my trade was right here on the 1 minute for the breakthrough 900. All right, so a nice little breakout there. As you can see, I got an average of $5 a share, or about that with 50 shares. But it took up $45,000. Now, of course, this did end up making a move higher, so I probably, I could have done a little bit better, but realistically, when you have share size that small, it's really hard to make thousands of dollars on a stock. It doesn't happen every single day. It's actually quite rare. And this is sort of a once in a lifetime opportunity that we're seeing right now, at least for Tesla. This is the biggest move it's ever had. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. So I tried to ride on that momentum a little bit and capitalize on it as much as I could. I did look at the options chain on it, but the premiums are so high that I just couldn't feel comfortable buying them. So I just traded the outright stock. All right, so Tesla, $285.20, not bad. The majority of today's profits, MYO. All right, so let's look at the gap scanner this morning as I was putting together the watch list. Note that MYO is the second leading gapper right here. So first leading gapper, DGLY, Digital Ally. I've traded this. I'm familiar with the stock. I traded it back here in 2000. This is kind of crazy. Back here in 2014, 5.5 years ago, I remember trading this stock. This was after the shootings in Ferguson, which was really sad. And when that happened, there was speculation that maybe all police officers would be mandated by new law to wear body cameras. This company makes the body camera. So great news for them. The stock squeezed from $8 up to $32 a share. Nice 400% breakout. But in the last 5 years, the momentum on it has kind of wavered. It's pulled back quite a bit. It hasn't been as easy to trade. And as a result, I've no longer been very interested in trading it. So, yes, moving up a little bit today, but I just wasn't interested in it. I've traded the stock before. The pre-market chart was coming back down a little bit, and I just didn't have high expectations. So that was DGLY. The second leading gapper was MYO. MYO, I looked at the chart. I saw that it was a stock that's been beaten up a fair amount. It's a little bit of a former runner. And look at it now, coming back up 17. The high of day is 1765. So I have an order ready for 200 shares that I was considering taking on just like a quick breakout through the highs. This is kind of a tough setup. The breakout through high of day, it's on lighter volume right now. The high is 65, and then you've got this big spread. As the stock is getting more and more expensive, the spreads are opening up more and more, and that's making it harder to manage risk. In fact, you can see my last trades on it were with 250 shares, trading smaller size, being a little bit more conservative, because as it's gotten more expensive, the risk has gotten higher. Today, I did something a little different from what I often do. Oftentimes, when I'm trading these, I'll sort of increase my share size. I'll go up more and more and more and more the higher it goes with my share size. And the advantage of doing that is that I can turn a $3,000 day into a $25,000, $30,000 day pretty quickly. The disadvantage is that sometimes I'll have days where I'm up $6,000 and then I'll give it all back in one trade. We're at the beginning of the month. I need to focus on base hits. That's why I didn't trade with big share size on this one. I just happened to have some really solid trades. So, and the catalyst on this, approved for reimbursement by the German statutory health insurance, So, wearable medical robotics company that offers increased functionality for those suffering from neurological disorders. All right, so anytime you have a stock, a biomedical, pharmaceutical, that they come out with news that they're either medicine or device or whatever is now going to be covered under insurance, it obviously is a good catalyst. It increases the accessibility of that product. GUR, I see it hitting the scanner right now, GURE. So here's the thing, the first thing I look at is the news. I don't see news on it. So with the volume where it is right now, I wouldn't feel comfortable trading it. I'd feel comfortable if it had news, but without news, it's not clear to me why this is up as much as it is right now. So I would leave that alone. So back to MYO. All right, so this is our catalyst. This is our pre-market chart. And, I really only had it as it's maybe. Out of the gates, I was watching Tesla. Tesla is the one that I was interested in out of the gates. This one, I was just like, yeah, it's interesting, but it's on the watch list for sure, but it needs more volume. Let's see what happens. The bell rings and boom, it spikes up to 850. All right, so it spikes from 750 to 850. On this little pullback right here, I tried to add and I got a partial fill at 850. I then punched it at 9, I think it was around 9, and I got filled. It squeezes up to 996. I take some profit. Then I add on this pullback right here. It rips up to 11 or to 1085 and is halted. It then resumes higher and squeezes all the way up to 1480. Incredible. I take some profit. It comes down. It halts going down. I buy off the VWAP right here. This was an awesome entry. Bought it off the VWAP, and then slowly it consolidates. It comes down again. It consolidates. I end up adding as it squeezes higher over 1285. I knew this was a breakout spot. I added at 1285, and look at this. It rips up to a high of 1865. Almost picture perfect there. Picture perfect with the exception of this volume bar right here. That false breakout at 1285 and then dropped down and came back up, dropped down and then broke out here. So that was my only kind of red flag on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, I was not happy that ended up creating a red candle right here, and that was a higher red volume bar, but it ended up, the next one was green and higher volume, so it was okay. Right now, you know, as I look at this, it still looks good, you know, it does. 18, 1765, and then 18, 1850. You look at the daily chart, and I'll move this over here. We've got a couple lines drawn out here. We've got now gap fill up to 1830. From 1830, no resistance up to 2130, and that's where we hit the 200 moving average. So, you know, a nice looking setup right now, and I'm pleased with the way I traded it. You know, I just kind of kept buying little pullbacks, coming out of the halts, letting it dip down. It would dip, and then as it surged back up, I would add into the next squeeze higher. And I'm impressed with how well I did despite small share size. So Tesla, MYO, $12,273.68. Second day here of February. Not bad. Second trading day of February. All right, so locking it up there, walking away. I might be leaving a little money on the table, but you know, I'm okay with that today. You're always either leaving money on the table or you know, giving back profit. And today I'd rather leave a little money on the table, knowing that I'm walking away with more than $10,000. Ibrahim this morning, he as soon as he crossed over $10,000, I was like, man, take that money. That's awesome. That's a great day. And he was out. He was done by 9:45. So he made 10,000 right in here. He didn't even trade through here. I made about 6,500 through here. And then through here, I was able to double my profits. So nice green day. Great start to the month. All right, you guys. So that's it for me. As always, questions, comments, leave them down below. Our Groundhog's Day sale ends tonight at midnight. All right. So make sure if you guys have any interest in joining the chat room, the Start or the Pro, or upgrading your membership, that you do it and use that coupon code. You can email us if you have questions about it, but you'll see the coupon code on the website. All right, you guys. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you first thing tomorrow morning. Bye, everyone. Hey, did you know every morning I go live to stream my pre-market watch list? Subscribe to the channel, press the alert button, and you'll get the notifications. And if you want to learn more about trading, check out the links in the description. And if you have questions, post them in the comments, because I personally respond to every comment posted on my channel.